What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing today? Hope your day is going pretty good. My day is going pretty good. Got a story for y'all today coming out of Mississippi. And shout out to everybody in the state of Mississippi. Now, before I get started with this story, I want to say this here. If you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, like the video, and also share. It would be greatly appreciated. Now, let's get into the story. Look at the screen here. This is 15-year-old Carly Gregg. She took the life of her mother, 40-year-old Ashley Smiley, and also wounded her stepfather, Heath Smiley. And I want to send my condolences out to the family and the loved ones and the friends that was close to this 40-year-old young lady here, Ashley Smiley. It was very tragic how she lost her life. Now, her daughter was the 14-year-old that took her life. Let's get into more of the story. Carly Gregg was just 14 years old when she took her mother's life. She has been charged with murder, attempted murder, and also tampering with evidence. So, this young 14-year-old did all of this here. And I'm going to let you know the reason why. Because I know you may be saying to yourself right now, what happened? What is the reason that she did this? Let's get into more of the story. Prosecutors say that in March this year that she shot her mother, 40-year-old Ashley Smiley, in the neck, ending her life. Very tragic, very sad. Let's get into more of the story. After that, the 14-year-old texted her friend, asking her friend to come over and see her mother's lifeless body. Something must be going on in this young 14-year-old's head for doing something like this. And you may say to yourself, she's crazy, something wrong with her. What's going on with her? Feel sorry for her, etc., etc. I don't feel sorry for nothing that this young 14-year-old did to her mother. Because the reason that she did this was very silly, very stupid. And I know, yes, she is 14 years old. She is a child. She's immature. She don't know anything at all. But hey, I have been a 14-year-old before. You have been a 14-year-old before if you're not 14 years old watching this anyway. You have been a teenager. You have been a child. And it does not give no excuse at all for what this young lady did to her mother. Let's get into more of the story. Months after her mother's horrific death, Carly went to trial and turned down a plea deal that will send her to prison for 40 years. She turned down a plea deal that will send her to prison for 40 years. So that lets you know from the start that she knew exactly what she was doing. You can say crazy, you can say mental illness, you can say whatever you want to say. There are many children out there that will get upset at their parents for not allowing them to go to the game, not allowing them to go down the street and hang out with their friends, not allowing them to go smoke, drink, and try to be grown. It happens each and every single day. A parent can't be a parent. A parent can't be concerned of the well-being of their child without the child getting upset. And yes, one more time, the child is immature and don't know much or nothing. But that does not mean that this child should be doing whatever that they want to do. This young lady here was just 14 years old, has a whole life ahead of her, but she let something stupid take her to a point that she shouldn't have ever even gone to, that she should not have ever been going to from the get-go. Let's get into more of the story. So, the 14-year-old had a friend, and she told her friend and maybe other friends that she was doing vapes. Now, there are so many different vapes out there these days. You got vapes that smell like cherries. You may have vapes that smell like s'mores or lemon. So many other different flavors they may have in vapes these days. Now they have marijuana in these vapes now. I remember when I was at the fair in Dallas, and we was at the little concert that they had after the fair. I think Lil Jon came. That was last year. So we at the fair having a good old time. You know, everything going good. Eating the turkey legs, eating whatever we want to eat at the fair. Just having a good old time. And I smelled some weed. I was like, man, how in the world did somebody get some weed on the inside of this fair? What is going on? What's up? So I'm looking around trying to figure out what's going on. I see a dude with a vape. He was smoking a vape, and the vape had to consume some type of drugs on the inside of it. Had to been consuming marijuana. So I guarantee you that some of these vapes out here consumes marijuana. I don't vape, I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't do any of that stuff. But this guy here had a vape that smelled like marijuana. So I guarantee you that that was what that man was doing at that moment. He was smoking marijuana in the fair, around children, around people that probably don't even smoke, drink, or whatever. People trying to have a good time. This dude over here smoking. And I also was at a Texas Ranger game, and a guy was smoking one of those vape pens, and it smelled like straight up weed. So people do be doing drugs in these vapes all of the time. Let's get into more of the story. One day, Carly and her mom made it home, and her mom discovered 4 boxes that contained vape pens. So the concerned friend had already told the mother that your daughter is doing drugs. She's doing marijuana in these vape pens. Let's get into more of it. So one day, Carly and her mother made it home. So the friend had already told her about her daughter doing drugs. So the mother, being a concerning mother, was very concerned about this. So once they made it home, the mother goes inside of the room. And when the mother goes inside of her daughter's room, she finds 4 boxes that contain vaping. So she found vape pens, and also she had burner phones inside these boxes. And being a concerning mother, she confronts her daughter and finds these items that her daughter should not even be having. 14 years old. Now, I know that there are a lot of 14-year-old children out there, or kids, or whatever you want to call them, that are out here smoking, out here drinking, doing stuff that they shouldn't be doing at all at 14 years old. But we live in the society today that teenagers are drinking, they're smoking cigarettes, they're smoking weed, they even smoking crack now, doing cocaine, all type of drugs out there, popping Molly, sipping lean, getting high each and every day. So the mother found these things that in her daughter's room that should not have ever been there from the get-go. So as you seen in that video, that her daughter looked inside of the kitchen. So the daughter took the dogs outside, and then she came back inside of the house. As you can see in that video, that she had the dogs in there with her. She looked over in the kitchen to make sure that her mother has not came out of the room yet. So once she realized that her mother has not came out of the room yet, as you can see in this video here, she was tipping. She was coming through there. She had something behind her back. And behind her back, you may be saying, what did she have behind her back? Let me tell you how she got that item behind her back first. So she went into her mother's bedroom once she came back inside the house. Went on the mother's side of the bed, looked under the mattress, and found a .357 Magnum handgun, as you can see demonstrated here in this photo. This is the type of handgun that she had. She took this gun and walked into her own room where her mother was located. Shot her mother 3 times, as you can hear in that video. Very tragic, very disturbing, as you can hear in that video. She shot her mother 3 times, striking her mother in the neck, and that's what killed her mother. Very sad. All because the mother was trying to take these drugs away from her, take these vape pens. It's not that serious. Just listen to your mother, because your mother wants best for you. She want to see you doing good in life. She want to see you prosper in life. She want to see you doing everything to steer you in a direction to be successful. But this is a child that's immature, does not understand at this moment. But I guarantee you now that she understands that she's going to face all this time in prison. She already turned down a plea deal that was going to have her in jail or in prison for 40 years. And then, so after that, she texted a friend. Now, she have texted so many other friends in the midst of all of this, but she had one friend that came over. And she asked the friend, it may not have been in these exact words, but she asked the friend if she terrified of a dead body. So she showed the friend her mother laying on the floor, lifeless, laying there. The mother was just sitting there, lifeless. And the friend probably was spooked. The friend probably was shocked. What is going on? Because she texted a friend asking friends to come over for help. So the friend thinking that she really needs some type of help, being concerned. So she told her friend, I've already shot my mother with 3 of these bullets. I got 3 more bullets left, ready for my stepfather. He will be here any moment. So she tell her friend to go in the backyard. Her friend goes to the backyard. And once the stepfather made it home, because how the stepfather got there, she sent text messages from the mother's phone. And the stepfather came home. And when the stepfather came home, he tried to wrestle the gun away from the 14-year-old. She was 14 years old at the time. She's now 15 years old. So the stepfather was trying to wrestle the gun away from her. And he wound up getting shot in the shoulder. He didn't lose his life. That's a good thing. But still, he wound up getting shot in the shoulder. That could have ended his life. He could have lost his life from just that shot in the shoulder, because once that bullet hit that main artery in the shoulder, you can bleed out. I had a guy that I went to school with that got shot at a party, and he lost his life because he got shot in the shoulder and it hit his main artery. So I know that people can lose their life just by getting shot in the leg, the shoulder, or even the finger. A person can lose their life. They can bleed out once you hit that main artery. Even there's even main arteries all around your body. There's main arteries in your legs, your arms, your neck. But the stepfather did not lose his life. So once he tried to wrestle the gun away from her, she sprints off to the backyard where the friend is located. She runs one way and the friend runs another way. Very tragic. And she also told the friend that she got 3 more bullets for the stepfather. All because of a vape pen. Man, this don't make any sense at all. So she had this .357 Magnum handgun and shot her mother, shooting her stepfather. And this friend came over. This friend could have lost their life also, or lost her life also, because this young lady had something real bad on her mind. We must continue to be great parents, even though that stuff like this can happen. You got a lot of disobedient children out there. They don't want to listen. They don't want to listen to nothing that the parents are telling them. Hey, Bobby, Jane, stop doing drugs. Stop hanging around those parents. Stop hanging around those students. Stop. And speaking of students, the mother was a school teacher. Think about all of the impact that she have had on many students' life. But the mother was just trying to look out for her daughter. We as parents, for those of you that have children, only thing we want to do is see our children do good, even better than us. And this young lady did not understand that the mother just wanted to see her do good. Did not want to see her out there strung on drugs. Did not want to see her out there making bad choices in her life. Now she's going to be in jail. She may even face his life in prison, which she should, because everything that she did was premeditated. She went in that room, grabbed that gun, went in there and took her mother's life. She shot her 3 times, as you can hear in that video. And also when her stepfather made it home, she shot him also. I don't feel sorry for it at all. So this type of stuff here is very tragic. Trying to look out for her daughter. Y'all leave a comment and let me know what y'all think about this story. Do y'all think she deserves life in prison? Or do she deserve 40 years? Which she turned that down anyway. What do y'all think about this? There are many, many children out there that are disobedient like this. Don't want to listen. Don't even know the well-beings that the parents are trying to look out for them. Don't even understand. Leave a comment and let me know what y'all think about this, because this here is truly tragic. One more time, I want to send my deepest condolences out to the family, because this here could have been avoided. The only thing she could have done was just listen to her mother, because her mother knows what's best for her, and she could have went on by her business doing whatever she had to do. Y'all have a good one, and y'all have a blessed one. And also, protect your children. And I know sometimes you might have children like this, but you must keep your head on a swivel and also look out. Have a good one. Have a blessed one. Holla at you.